Hi guys, Dr. Jordan Axe here, and today we're going to talk about how to achieve 100% health. Not only not have symptoms, but live a long, healthy, prosperous life. And that's what we're all about here at the Root Cause Medical Clinic. Again, fulfilling your destiny and feeling amazing. So we're going to talk about achieving 100% health, and some big bullet points we're going to hit today are: what is health? How do you even know if you're healthy in the first place? What if my blood work's normal? Does that mean I'm healthy? We're going to talk about a Harvard study and what it has to say about health. We're going to talk about our medical system and why we are spending so much money on our health care and why people are going bankrupt. Okay? We're also going to talk about our mission and why we do what we do. Okay? So before we talk about health, how important is your health? Most people would agree it's the most important thing. Steve Jobs, perfect example, right? He created the iPhone and he had 6 of the best doctors around his deathbed, and not one single doctor could save his life. Okay? Right? It doesn't matter what kind of house you own, it doesn't matter how much money you have. If you don't have your health, you will lose all of that. And that's the importance of health. Okay? So, how do you know if you're healthy? Right? That's another big question that we have here. Most people would, if you wake up in the morning, how do you know you're healthy? How you feel, right? If I feel good, I'm healthy. And that's how most of us base that off of. But we all know those people, and I was one of them. You eat right, you exercise, you do all the right things, and yet those people that are chronically sick, no matter what they do. So it's like, if just eating right and exercising were all that health was, there's something missing, right? Because we know those people that do that, and they still are the ones that get sick more often than anyone else. And I call this the Uncle Rudy syndrome, okay? It's the guy at the back of he's at the back of the wedding, okay, Uncle Rudy. He smokes, he drinks, he swears, he does all the wrong things, and yet the guy's never been sick a day in his life. And you're just like, this doesn't make sense. Like, what the heck is going on here? There's gotta be more to health than just how you feel, right? So again, it's not just about exercise and diet. There's something more to your health than that, okay? So another great example is, we all know there's people perfectly healthy, doing all the right things, boom, drop dead of a heart attack, right? Or they're perfectly healthy and they get diagnosed with cancer. My mom was one of those people, perfectly healthy. She was a gym teacher, diagnosed with breast cancer. They found that that's been developing 10 to 20 years before you're diagnosed. And she felt amazing, right? That's the key point here. We want to prevent things. Is it a good idea to base your health on how you feel? It's actually a horrible idea, because we know those people that did that, and things really take a spiral for the worst, okay? So we want to prevent things, and we want to achieve 100% health so cancer or heart disease doesn't come and bite you in the butt one day. Okay, that's really important. So, Harvard study. This one's big. Okay, they did a study on 0 to 100%. Okay, 0 being dead, 100% being 100% healthy. Okay, and does anyone go from 100 to 0 overnight? No, absolutely not. It looks like that, right? People just drop dead of a heart attack. They were perfectly healthy. They were jogging. Drop dead of a heart attack. This does not happen overnight, guys. This takes decades. So they're trying to figure out, when does someone have a symptom and when does someone have a disease? When would you guess you would be functioning at before you would have a disease or a symptom? They found 60% when you have a symptom. Right? That's when the red light goes off. So what's a symptom? It could be a headache, it could be numbness in the hands, it could be fatigue, it could be digestive issues, sciatica, brain fog, right? These are your body's telling you that there's something wrong and you need to do something about it, right? This is the check engine light. Okay? I'm going to talk about our medical system a little bit right now. So that's when you have a symptom. What do we do when we get a symptom? We take a medication, right? That's exactly what I went through. And if you take a medication when your body's at 60% function, do you think you're automatically getting healthier, or do you think you're just covering up what you're feeling and your health is continuing to go this way? Yeah, it's still going this way. You just covered up what you felt, right? So now, where do you think we have a disease at? 40% function, they found, is when you actually have a disease. So this is our medical system, and that's why we have some of the sickest people in the country, and we spend the most money and the most time on our health, and yet we get we have the most expensive race car on the planet, and we put the most time into it, the best crew pit, and yet we're dead last in every single race. That's our healthcare system, right? And this is exactly why, okay? Because when is it the cheapest to treat a disease or to treat a person? When you're at 90% function or you're at 20% function? Right? Is it cheaper to change your oil and keep your car maintained, or is it cheaper to just wait 30,000 miles and then just wait till your engine blows and then replace the engine? Right? You can wait a lot longer. You can wait a decade, right? And that's what we're doing with our health. We're waiting another decade. I'm good, right? I did some lab work. I feel good. And maybe your car's not making any sounds, but all the while you're heading this direction, and then that's when something strikes. Okay, so this is what Harvard found, and this is why we have the most expensive healthcare system on the planet, because we're treating disease here instead of treating the person here. Okay, that's very important. We spend about $8,500 per person per year on our healthcare. $8,500. Most countries are around $3,000 to $4,000 a year. Okay, that's 12.5% of most people's incomes. And that is exactly why a lot of people say, I don't have money for organic, or I don't have money to put into my health or for care. When you look at the stats and you look at the numbers, you cannot afford, honestly, not to put time and money into your health, because every dollar you put into your health now is $10 it's going to save you in the long run. And that's, again, that's not me trying to convince you, right? That's just the stats, right? This is how much money you are spending by not doing prevention on your health a year. That's deductibles, your insurance, anything that you may have to pay for. Okay? So that is a big problem. And we want you to avoid that. So back to our original question, what the heck is health? If it's not how you feel, you can exercise, you can diet, and you can still have a health problem. What the heck is health? It's actually right in the word. What is health? It's your body's ability to heal. If you look it up, health is your body's ability to function and heal at 100%, not just the mere absence of symptoms. It's not how you feel, it's how you heal and how you function. Again, it's not how you feel, it's how you heal. And that's what our mission here, that's our mission, right? We believe every single person deserves to have their health, right? Some people believe everyone deserves to have running water, okay? We believe everyone deserves to have their health. In order for you to get your health, you need to know what health is, and that's to get your body to heal, okay? So the next question is, if it's not about diet and exercise, it is about that, but there's other missing components. What controls all healing and function in your body? It's your brain. Your brain controls everything, okay? So in order for your heart to beat, in order for your lungs to breathe, in order for you to move your leg, for you to digest food right now, for you to produce hormones in your body, your brain is doing that. It's sending information down the spinal column, down your spinal cord, out the little holes in your spine, out the nerves, okay? We're not AT&T wireless, we're not Bluetooth, we're not Wi-Fi, right? We got the hardwired edition, okay? Right through our spinal cord. Your brain controls all function and healing in the body. So for your body to do that, it has to go through the spine. And that's why physical medicine that we do here at a clinic is so important, right? Because we work on the diet, right? And we give free nutrition consults so we can get you on the right path. And again, I want to throw that out there. Anyone that's part of our clinic gets a free nutrition consult, okay? Because we need to get you on the right path there. But this is the big missing thing here, right? Your brain controls all this. So that's what we do through physical therapy and decompression and chiropractic adjustments and spinal orthotics that you're going to do at home. All those things together is what rehabilitates the spine so that your brain can communicate to the rest of your body at a higher potential. You might have come in here for pain. And that's one thing we want to work with you on, and that can take some time. But if we can make changes on your x-rays into your spine, not only are some of your symptoms going to get better, but I 100% know that you are healthy because your brain can now communicate down the spine to the different organs, okay? That's the importance. That's how we achieve 100% health. We get your body to heal. We give you the right nutrients. We get your brain to communicate better, okay? That's extremely important. The other way your body communicates is through your hormones, okay? Hormones are how your body communicates, and that's why we have a full functional medicine program here, and we do free consults so that we can look at your hormones. We can look at your blood work in a more holistic manner and figure out how your body is healing, how your body is communicating, okay? So again, on to the mission. So now we know how health in America is today. We know why our system is failing. We know why we're spending so much money, okay? And we know what controls health and healing in your body, and that is the nervous system, okay? Now we have a better understanding. Now we can actually take action, okay? With that being said, what is our mission in this office? We believe that everyone deserves to have health and be healthy. So again, our mission here is everyone deserves to have their health, okay? And I'm going to play a little video for you guys, or we'll have a link below, of my mom's story and what she went through with cancer and how she got her health back, okay? Because that is my mission. And I'm so glad that someone took the time to explain the principles I just went over with you, because I was sick as a kid. I got diagnosed with Hashimoto's when I was 21 years old, chronic sinus infections when I was younger, acne, eczema, and I was just getting sicker and sicker, right? I was in this model. I was at 60% and taking medications. And then I got a full-blown disease at 40%, and then I went to a specialist, and they gave me special medications. And then it was like, hey, you're going to have surgery in 10, 20 years, right? I went through that. And I can't even imagine if someone wasn't on mission and hadn't told me the truth. I'd be miserable right now. I mean, I might not even be alive. I was 21 years old with an autoimmune disease, okay? This is a big deal. This information changes lives. This saves lives. And that's why I want you guys to be on mission with me. And we're going to play my mom's video, and you can kind of see what she went through. And the last part of the video is actually her water skiing last year. Because, again, it's not just about being healthy. It's about living your God-given potential, loving life, and having joy. And that's why you need your health. You know, and growing up, me and my mom have always been close. I would get started on the smoothies, but she'd start making the eggs. And just as a family, I always remember being very active and really being healthy.
15 years ago, I had had breast cancer.
You know, I remember coming home one day and just seeing chunks of hair in the sink. It looked like my mom had aged 2 years in only 2 weeks.
I developed a cough, and so they went and they did an x-ray, and they found a 2-centimeter mass on my lung. And they said that my cancer had returned. They weren't sure if it was metastasized breast cancer or if it was lung cancer.
So my brother flew home, and we told my mom, we're going to take care of this naturally. We're going to radically change our diet, start doing a detox and exercise program, and really do this the right way.
He got me set up with a chiropractor, started there 3 days a week, and I continued going to the oncologist, continued to go to the different doctors, the surgeons that they sent me to, because I'm listening to a 23-year-old. There was a major conflict in my head because I said to a friend, I'm looking at a 23-year-old, a young boy, and I'm listening to the oncologists, the surgeons, and they're just so insistent. And this friend says to me, what is your heart telling you? I said, my heart's telling me to listen to Josh. I just feel, really led and really strong that way. And she said, well, that's the way that you need to go then.
We went back to the oncologist 3 months later, redid her CT scans.
The mass doesn't show up on the x-ray.
We then went back 9 months later.
It had shrunk to 1 centimeter. It just kept shrinking, and they couldn't figure out, what was going on.
It's been 10 years now, and my mom is honestly in the best shape of her life.
When I started this, despite what they were telling me, all of a sudden I felt all this energy. It's just some kind of life within me.
God put the most amazing healing power in our bodies. Every 7 months we have an entirely new heart. And every 3 to 5 days we have an entirely new stomach lining. So our body is constantly healing and regenerating. So I knew if we did all the same things with my mom that I had done with patients in the past, that she would get well.
To use blueberries. I'm doing what I can do nutritionally. I didn't feel like I could continue to go to fast food, continue not to eat healthy, continue to stress.
Really, she's in better shape than 99% of people out there.
At 56, I feel better and healthier than I did in my 40s. Well, I'm a believer.
So guys, as you can see there, this means a lot to me, and I opened this office for a reason, and that was to change lives so that you can get your health back and live your God-given potential. So what we've done, so you can help us on that mission, we have something called a Lifesaver Sheet. We do a free dinner every month. This is a time that you have friends that have whatever health questions, right? Maybe they have cancer, maybe they just have knee pain, right? And you know that we have the answers here. And we buy everyone dinner. Just on the Lifesaver Sheet, you're going to write their name and number and put all of them down. And then a week before the event, we will call you and be like, hey, which one of your friends would like to come? If you said this, and this friend, we will then call them or text them and say, here's the details, here's the event. We will call them and invite them to our dinner. It's our way to live on mission and give the gift of health. And this is a way, again, imagine if you had the cure for cancer. Would you be running over your friend's house tonight? We know how to cure it. We know the answer, right? That's how I feel. I feel like I have the answer to a lot of these health problems. And all I'm asking from you is to be on mission. Bring your friends to a free dinner so they can answer their health questions and their life can be saved and their lives can be changed. And that's what we're about here. Thanks, guys.